Okay, hey guys, today I'm gonna just show you a cool design you can make. All you need is the main component. You really can't do this without it. It's, one of the old iTouch first gen holders. It's a little black thing that came in it. Now, this is just a thing if you, don't need it anymore. See, I got the new iTouch, and I couldn't find this part when I sold my other one, and I just found it, so, if you don't need it anymore, you can use it, but I wouldn't advise, using it, if you have the iTouch first gen, because you may want to sell it when they come out with, more later, or unless you're really careful and you don't, mess up the edges. You also need a lot of tape, and tape is also how you make the design, so I don't really know what you could, how you could do it without tape, and a soldering iron. Now, you don't have to have a soldering iron, but, it's the best thing to help make cool edges, I'll show you. I actually have this Weller SP23L. It has removable tips. Right now I have a tip with it looks like a wide, flat screwdriver, so, it's the wide one, not the thin one. And what you want to do is, first, take your iTouch case, and you want to, go and kind of go on the hole. There will be a hole in the middle, as I'll show you in the back, on both sides, and you want to take tape and kind of layer it over. Now, this is what the tape will look like when you're done. You're going to actually do this on the sheet, but I did this and then I realized I didn't need it, so I peeled it off and used it as an example. But I'll show you what you will do. So, you can just use any type of tape, maybe Scotch tape. All you're going to do is take this much tape, put it down like this. Now, you're going to be doing this on your iTouch case, and you don't want air bubbles, but this is just an example. And then take the next piece of tape. You're going to try to keep them the same size, and then put it over so there's just a little gap. So, let me do this without holding the camera, and then I'll show you. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that, but you just put that second piece of tape a little bit above it, over like that, and you keep on doing that, and then when you're finished with that, you do that same thing the other way, and again, a little bit over. You kind of want it to be even. I'm holding the camera, so I can't do it that even, but after a while, it'll look something like this. As you can see, it layers over and stuff. And then that'll all be sticking down, and then you want to do that on the other side that you didn't cover the hole on, and then you want to do that over the back of it, down across everything, and then across, and then over the front, and then after that, it'll look like this all around. If you look closely at my camera, probably can't show you, but there are little squares and stuff in it, and there are some air bubbles which aren't exactly perfect, but I mean, I don't know. So if you want this really perfect, it'll take you about an hour to do it, but I mean, it didn't take me that long. But if you want it super, super perfect, it'll take you a long time, so you can get everything in the right position. But now, the tape will be coming over like this, like in the air, and I didn't think that looked very good. And also you may have tape hanging around the edges, so what you want to do, let me put my camera down 1 second, is take the thing and take the soldering iron and rub it down across the edges, and it'll actually melt the tape. And it'll melt it down, and you want to do that all the way around. And then it'll make a cool kind of scaly design. Now, if you don't want this, this is just pretty optional, but I would advise burning off the excess tape. And if you don't have a soldering iron, then you really can't do this. I don't know how you would be able to do this, but I mean, you could also probably, if you want to just get off the excess tape. Now we've got this cool design. It'll feel cool and look cool also. You want to do this around the edges on the outside also, so you need to see where the air is and then where the black part is. And then after that's done, you can either take this tip, or you can take the pointy tip. Mine has a little pointy tip that comes with it also, because these screw off. Yeah, let's see. These things screw off, and you want to actually go down and kind of cut through it, and make sure you don't cut through the top, because then it'll look weird on the top. And then you want to kind of pull it out, I guess, like after it's all cut out, you want to pop that little piece of tape out. It'll be like a chunk of tape, kind of. And then after you have the hole out, you want to even out the edges. Now, if you have the patience, you can unplug it, let it cool down, and then unscrew that. If yours can't unscrew, just use the edge around theirs, but mine can, and I don't want to cool it down. So what I use, you can probably use tongs would be better at first, but you just grip it down and turn it. Obviously this isn't the best way to do it, but I mean, it works, so I use it. And just unscrew that and those out. And lay that down somewhere safe. Make sure it comes off. You don't want it sticking. There. And also this may do a little thing, like leave a little stuff on your tips. You may want to scratch that off. I actually have a little post to put my soldering iron on, so you can just scratch it off on the top. But what you want to do now is, if you have it like this, you just want to take it and rub it inside and kind of smooth it out, and you want to do that all over the edges. So take this and just like run it across the top, and it'll smooth out all the uneven edges, and then you'll have smooth edges, and it's just a cool design. I was just bored and I had this, so I made it. You can obviously do other things. If you don't have any air, if it's all like airtight, you can actually fill the hole up with water, and then do the tape design again, and kind of solder it on, like melt it on really, and then if you look at the top, there'll be water floating through it, and that'll be kind of cool. But I mean, that's just optional, and it's really hard to make sure there's no leakage at all, because when I tried it, it was just dripping out in a lot of different places. But yeah, so this is just a cool design you can do if you have a little extra time. So thanks for watching. Until next video, just remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys.